somewhere beyond the stars, lies a promise too radiant for human eyes to fully behold, yet not everyone will see it. Imagine standing at heaven's gate, your life behind you, your faith tested through tears and time. Every prayer you thought was unanswered, every trial that broke your strength, now standing as evidence before the eternal King. What if all the pain you carried was leading you here, to your greatest reward? Stay with me till the end, because what God has promised to those who remain faithful will change how you see every hardship you've ever endured. When a believer reaches the final stretch of life, the world often sees frailty, slowing steps, fading memory, trembling hands. But heaven sees something different. Heaven sees endurance. Every wrinkle is a record of perseverance, every scar a testimony of survival through the storms of faith. There's a sacred beauty in finishing the race when others have stopped running. The Apostle Paul knew this when he wrote, "I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith." For those who remain faithful until the end, heaven is not just a reward, it is the unveiling of God's eternal promise. Life is a test of unseen loyalty. It is in the quiet nights of doubt, in the whispered prayers that seem unanswered, that faith is proven real. God watches not from afar, but as a loving Father shaping the soul through every trial. He never promised an easy road, but he promised an eternal home at the end of it, and that home is beyond human imagination. Scripture tells us that no eye has seen, no ear has heard, and no heart has conceived what God has prepared for those who love him. But the Bible gives glimpses, flashes of divine beauty that speak to the destiny of the faithful. Imagine your first breath in heaven. No pain, no fatigue, no shadows of fear. The air itself is filled with life that never ends. You walk through a land where time no longer steals moments away, where light flows from the glory of God himself, flowers never wither, rivers shimmer with peace, and the presence of the Lord fills every heartbeat with joy unspeakable. But the greatest promise isn't gold or glory, it's relationship. The faithful will see God face to face, the one they prayed to in tears. The one they trusted when all seemed lost, now stands before them, radiant in love. Every question will fade, every sorrow will dissolve. His eyes will meet theirs, and in that instant, they will understand why every trial was allowed, why every waiting season mattered. Heaven is not the end of life. It is the beginning of what life was always meant to be. The faithful will walk in divine purpose forever. They will sing the song of redemption, a song only those who endured can sing. They will join the cloud of witnesses, the saints who carried their cross and never gave up. And though the world may forget them, heaven never does. Every act of kindness, every prayer spoken in secret, and every quiet moment of forgiveness was written in the eternal book of remembrance. God saw it all, not one tear wasted, not one sacrifice overlooked. For those who stay faithful until the end, the first promise of heaven is complete restoration. The broken will be made whole. The weary will find rest. Every sorrow that crushed the spirit will be replaced by joy everlasting. As Revelation 21:4 declares, he will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain. The second promise is everlasting communion. No more separation from loved ones who died in faith or from the Creator who gave life. The faithful will live in unbroken fellowship with God, walking in his presence as Adam once did in Eden, but this time it will never end. And the third promise eternal purpose, in heaven there is no idleness. The redeemed will reign with Christ. They will create, explore, and serve in perfect harmony with God's design. Every gift they carried on earth will find new expression in glory. The trials of this world were never random. They were the training ground of eternity. Every temptation resisted, every doubt overcome, shaped the soul into something capable of heaven's joy. For faith, when tested by fire, shines like gold before the throne. So, to those who are weary, to those who wonder if their faith still matters, yes, it does, God is watching. And every moment you hold on, you are writing your name deeper into his eternal story. Faithfulness is not measured by perfection. It is measured by endurance. Those who stay true through weakness, through failure, through grief and loss, these are the ones heaven calls victorious. God's promise is not to the flawless, but to the faithful. Heaven is the restoration of everything broken by sin. The faithful will awaken to a world where nothing dies, where every color shines purer, and every sound sings with life. There will be no need for sun or moon, for the glory of God will illuminate everything. Imagine walking streets of gold that reflect the light of His throne. The sound of worship echoes not in ritual, but in gratitude. Every voice that once trembled in pain now joins in a song of victory. The faithful are clothed in white, not garments of pride, but robes of grace, washed clean by the Lamb. There you will meet faces you once loved, mothers, fathers, and friends, all redeemed by grace. You will embrace them again, not as memories, but as eternal companions. Time no longer separates, distance no longer divides. What was lost is restored forever. But the greatest promise of all is this: God Himself will dwell among His people. The Creator and the created, walking together as in the beginning, no veil, no distance, only love in its purest eternal form. The faithful will see the face of Christ, not in imagination, but in living glory. His scars will still shine, not as wounds, but as eternal reminders of love that conquered death. The Lamb who was slain will wipe away the tears of those who never stopped believing, and He will say, "Well done, good and faithful servant." In that moment, every earthly sorrow will make sense. Every unanswered prayer will be revealed as a thread in God's perfect design. Every loss will be seen as preparation for eternal gain. Heaven is not the reward for being strong. It is the reward for refusing to give up when you were weak. The faithful will inherit a kingdom not made by human hands. They will live in unbroken peace, their spirits forever young, their hearts forever whole. They will drink from the river of life and eat from the tree of life that bears fruit in every season. There is no decay, no hunger, no exhaustion, only life flowing endlessly from the throne of God. Those who endured loneliness will find belonging. Those who battled despair will discover unshakable joy. Those who suffered in silence will hear heaven's applause. Every hidden act of obedience, every unseen sacrifice, will be celebrated before the angels. For in heaven, faith becomes sight, hope becomes reality. And love, the love that sustained you through every trial, becomes eternal communion. And as eternity unfolds, you will discover that heaven's beauty grows deeper, not older. Every moment reveals more of God's glory, more of His love, and more of the reason you were born. So hold fast. Keep believing. Your faith is not forgotten. God's promises are sure, and His reward is near. When the race is finished and the light of this world fades, you will awaken to the sound of heaven's welcome, a sound that says, "You are home." Heaven is not far away. It's the promise waiting for those who refuse to let go of faith. If this message touched your heart, take a moment to share it. Leave a comment about what heaven means to you. And remember to subscribe to Wisdom Echo, where timeless truths bring eternal hope to your journey of faith. Because the best is yet to come, and God's promise still stands.